Hi guys, my name is Michael. Welcome back. Welcome to another video in this series, XRP Insights. So today I'm going to talk about XRP as a disaster recovery tool. And that might sound like a mouthful when I talk about disaster recovery, but we need to understand that, every business in the world, right, has something they call BCP, which is Business Continuity Plan. And this plan just, details the steps that the business will take if there was a disaster that affected operations. And in the BCP plan of every business, there's something called disaster recovery. And this is where the business outlines, exactly how business will continue or how operations will continue if there was a disaster to probably an IT system or something. So the disaster recovery plan details, what the backups, how do we move? And where do we move to? What system comes online? In case the primary system goes down, the secondary system will come online, the standby, and all those things. All those details are part of the disaster recovery plan, which is also a part of the business continuity plan. And I just had to put that backdrop there. So during the lockdowns, we saw that a lot of business had to dive straight into their disaster recovery or business continuity plans because, that was a major disruption and it disrupted a lot of businesses that were predominantly, on site. Right. So we saw that a lot of business had to switch to, cloud, Zoom, online, remote, tools and solutions in order to continue operations. And, just giving you that understanding, right? Putting XRP into perspective, you need to understand that XRP is a disaster recovery plan for the current financial system. Do you get? And like every other disaster recovery plan, right? It never comes into focus. It never comes into focus until there's a disaster. It's like the spare tire in your car. You never take a look at it. You never even pay attention to it until you've got a flat tire. And that is what XRP has been for the longest time. And the reason why I'm bringing this to your understanding is that we need to get this at the back of our mind that for XRP to take its place as a pillar of the new financial system, there needs to be some sort of disaster, aka black swan event. And so we need to wrap that at the back of our mind that at some point between now and the end of 2025, there is going to be a financial calamity, there is going to be a financial disaster or global financial crisis, whatever you want to call it. It is necessary for the implementation or it is necessary for the emergence of XRP. Right. And so this is something that I want us to get at the back of our mind. So we are not an enemy. And I've talked about this in my videos a lot, that the two things that we can expect as a constant moving forward all the way to 2030 is disruptions and opportunities. So understanding this disruption will help you position for the opportunity. So we are not worried about a global financial crisis or a financial disaster or anything because we know ahead of time that this thing is on the horizon. And so we can plan for it. And so following a disaster, the disaster recovery plan kicks in. In this case, XRP. So what we're going to see is at some point there's going to be a disaster, there's going to be an issue with the financial system, whether it's from Japan, whether it's from the United States, banks failing or something. There's going to be some sort of issue that will create a liquidity crisis, right? It will cause, there will be a liquidity issue at some point, right? And from the ashes of that disaster, from the ashes of that issue, XRP will rise up as a phoenix to help stabilize and help continue operations in the global financial system. And all this has been set up already. All this has been, put in place. Do you get? And it's just like every disaster recovery. It's already in place. All you need to do is to point the live system to the backup system or, just plug it in and say we are live here. Do you get? So that is what is needed. So we need to understand this aspect of XRP. So don't think that everything will be rosy, all the way to the top. No, there will be issues along the way. And one of the issues that we can expect is a financial black swan event that will pop up at some point in my own timeline, and I might not be right. I don't like giving timelines, but I think in the next 12 months, it shouldn't be no more than that. Do you get? So in the next 12 months, we might see something pop up that will destabilize the global economy, that will have a lot of impact on the way trade and commerce is done globally. And XRP will be there as a spare tire to step in and replace the legacy systems that is getting moved aside. And so that is why when you go to Ripple and you go to their website, everything about XRP talks about liquidity, liquidity hub, on-demand liquidity, and everything. So there's going to be a liquidity issue at some point. You know, no one knows how these things are going to play out. No one knows the effect. No one knows how it's going to happen or where it's going to come from. But the most important thing is that we know that it is on the horizon. And when you take a look at my video that I did regarding Warren Buffett and his moves, you know, selling out of Bank of America and all these things, you know, it just shows you that a lot of people are aware that there's something on the horizon. So I thought I'd bring this to your attention that, you know, the role of XRP as a disaster recovery tool, you know, is something that we need to pay attention to. So in the event of a disaster, we're going to see XRP take center stage. Without that, like I said, like a spare tire, you know, the main tire must go out before the spare tire becomes, you know, looks useful. So the main tire must go out before the spare tire becomes relevant. And so we need to see the main tire go out in the global financial system for XRP to be embraced and become relevant. So that is something we need to keep at the back of mind. I just thought I'd bring this information to your attention. Remember to like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell for more videos like this. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.